Hi, I'm Carmen Chammas. I'm your astrologer. Today I will talk about Thursday, the 11th of April. It's Taurus moon till 1 p.m. Universal Time. After that, it moves to Gemini. If you're watching me from the Americas, the moon will be in Gemini all day long. So how's it going to be for all signs? Aries, it's a beautiful day. Whether the moon is in Taurus or in Gemini, everything is beautiful. There's a great opportunity for you to deal with whatever needs attention. Your concentration is great. You have the capacity, you have the ability to convince others. You have great reflexes, so it should be a wonderful day all day long. Taurus with the moon in your sign, this is a good sign for you to move on, to take the initiative if you haven't done that already on yesterday. So whatever you want to do, you haven't done it yet, you still have the opportunity to do that. When the moon moves to Gemini in the afternoon or in the evening, you may have to deal with some financial issues, or maybe you're going out to the market, you're discussing certain issues, give and take issues. So whatever it is, keep your mind on your budget, on your belongings also. Gemini, I love this day because the moon will be in your sign. That's the point, or that's exactly the time when everything starts to be wonderful. The moon in Taurus was a bit kind of slowing tool. Everything seems to go on in slow motion. So with the moon in your sign, everything is perfect and you seem to be on top of your work. You know what to say, what to do. It's like kind of magic. Everything starts to look wonderful and positive, and you get that sense of great determination. Cancer with the moon in Taurus. With the moon in Taurus, you have an opportunity to get things done, to ask for favors, to help others also, to do whatever is still needed to be done. But when the moon moves to Gemini, everything is on hold. Everything seems to be a bit more complicated than you had thought before. And the sun in Aries is not helpful at all, so be careful. It's a tricky period of time. Leo, I love this day, especially with the moon in Gemini. Everything seems to be perfect. The sun, the Venus and Mercury are in trine with your sign. Everything looks perfect. The moon in Gemini is that part of the day that will help you get things done with the help of others if needed. Virgo, it's a nice day as long as the moon is in trine with your sign, meaning as long as the moon is in Taurus. When the moon moves to a square with your sign, Gemini, you seem to be a little bit worried, or maybe you seem to be distracted because you're worrying, thinking about something. Try not to overwhelm yourself with tasks and try to focus on your priorities. Moving to Libra, it's a lovely day. I know the sun opposes your sign. You have not been feeling that great, especially Monday and Tuesday. So today you have the chance to stand up on your feet again and face whatever it is and catch up with your work with the moon when the moon is in Gemini. So try to schedule all your tasks, your calls, your emails, your work with the moon in Gemini. Scorpio, finally, the moon in Taurus will move out of Taurus and moves to Gemini. That's when things seem to look better, smoother, easier, and you seem to be in control, and you seem to be more flexible and more diplomatic with whatever's going on. So that will be your cue to start preparing for a nice, beautiful, long weekend. Sagittarius, I know the sun is very helpful in a trine with your sign, Venus also, and Mercury. But the moon in Gemini starting 1 p.m. Universal Time may trigger some reactions from you. What you have to do actually, if you want to have a beautiful Thursday and even Friday, you need to avoid falling into the trap of reacting or being moody or grumpy. Capricorn, it's a nice day. I know you may catch the moon in Taurus for a few hours. When the moon, that's the best bet. That's the great time, the best time of this day. When the moon moves to Gemini, it seems as if everything is on your table. You have to do everything. It's like people, they ask you to do things for them, like favors, or like, please do this, I cannot do it. So it can be your family members, can be colleagues, or whatever it is. Try to prioritize and organize your Thursday and Friday. Aquarius, I love this day, especially that the moon will leave the square to your sign and moves to Gemini, a trine with your sign. That will be at 1 p.m. Universal Time. This is when everything looks better, sunnier, brighter, and more positive. And exactly positive, because probably you'll have around maybe like 50 hours of good luck with the moon in Gemini. Pisces, it's a fine day. The moon in Gemini should not actually bother you much. Maybe you will feel a little bit busy with family issues, maybe with your parents, your kids, your house, traveling, commuting, things like that. But it should be a nice day all along. Try to take it easy, try to be more patient with your loved ones, and try to pamper yourself also. If you're driving, if you have things to discuss, be more careful, very careful, and stay as calm as possible if you can, because planet Mars is near your sign. So pay attention if you were born between the 5th and the 7th of March. Let's wrap it up with born on the 11th. This should be a beautiful year, very a fast beat year, very interesting, very productive. It depends on your projects, important projects, your goals for this year. The second part of 2024 should be very rewarding and promising a kind of a change or relocation, whether it's at work or at school or maybe in social life. Maybe something is moving to the better. Wishing you all the best. See you tomorrow. Enjoy. Bye-bye.